And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you very much. We all know Anthony Edwards went first overall in 2020. And his teammate Karl Anthony Towns said, "I know what all those pressures are like. When you're the #1 pick, if any other rookies do well, there's a threat to the throne. But with Edwards' confidence in his talent, you get the sense he'll be just fine." Guys?
Good point. No pressure, DA. Thank you. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. A look at Chicago. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they're obviously trending in a positive direction, but still working out some of those early season timing issues. But I have to say, I like what I'm seeing.
And the Clippers starting 5. Outside the wings are George and Leonard. Morris at 4 with Ibaka at the 5. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And for the Timberwolves, the backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Towns is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And already, Greg, we're seeing some of the new wrinkles that players have added to their games.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills, or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
Here's Okogie. Towns with it. Leonard picks him up. Towns kicks to Edwards. Lets it fly. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Inside, and stolen by Prince. Here's Russell. Pass to Okogie. Edwards looking it over. Towns, the pass to Edwards. 5 to shoot. The Clippers grab the miss. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Jackson against Russell. He feeds it to Prince. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Edwards against George. Back to Jackson. And here's Leonard from 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
As a coach, you feel so comfortable with Kawhi on the floor. He's one of those guys, when the clock is ticking down, get him the ball.
Now, here is Russell. The pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Russell, no good.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Ibaka finds Jackson. No good from outside. For Minnesota, they've gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. Here's Okogie, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here's George. 8 points his last outing, and stolen by Russell. Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. And here's Jackson. His last outing, 16 points for him. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, Serge Ibaka, not the player he used to be, but he still has great touch on his shot. Doesn't have that same explosive step, but he's still good.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Serge Ibaka.
And when he was younger, Ibaka was one of the more athletic players in our league.
Totally agree, and we have to give credit to Ibaka for adjusting his game. He's changed how he's played as he's lost a little burst. It's allowed him, though, to be a great contributor late in his career.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Prince outside. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Russell against Jackson. Russell kicks to Towns. 4 on the shot clock.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And so it's Minnesota with it. They trail by 7.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Jackson misses. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Prince dishes to Russell. No good on the shot. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Edwards against George. On the wing, Jackson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Jackson's got 5.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Russell looking it over. Towns for 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Here's Los Angeles now. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Jackson. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Towns, the pass to Okogie. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shot from 12. And that one's good. Russell.
An active competitor. Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Leonard attacking. Rebound by Okogie.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Russell. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Prince. And the shot is long. Clippers leading by 10. Here's Leonard. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Here's a Kobe. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Prince. And it's Malik Beasley in for Russell. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Eric Bledsoe comes in for Jackson. Los Angeles on D. Cloak loose. Leonard brings the double team. Clock at 6. Edwards can't hit.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Fans, and honestly, sometimes even us broadcasters especially can overlook defense, Steve, especially when it comes to guards.
It's hard to spot great defensive guards, but Eric Bledsoe, Kevin, is certainly one of those guys. Very strong on the ball. He's been a first-team all-defensive member. Remember, back in 2019-20 season, Bledsoe was a key part of the Bucks' D, which was first in the league in team defensive rating.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe.
An underrated two-way player. Bledsoe wows you with his offense, but he's also made the all-defensive first team.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Vanderbilt's checked in for Towns. Noel comes in for Edwards. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Josh Okogie. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for George. And although he's a little undersized as a shooting guard, Beasley is still a great rebounder.
Yeah, and can regularly hit double-digit totals in that area. Very quick to the ball. Always nice to have a great rebounding guard.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
That's good from Beasley. And both free throws good for Beasley. Kennard with the ball. Pass to Bledsoe. Fires from 14. Jump shot is good. And the Clippers lead by 13.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Pass to Reed. To the paint. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
The shot's good from Kennard.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Noel. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. Pass to Reed. Fires the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now, here's Zubac. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bledsoe passes to Zubac. Bucket is good.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Here's Beasley. Here's Reed. Batum grabs the miss.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's Beasley. And no good that time. Great D that time from Batum. Now Kennard. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Oklahoma City. Over in the corner, Beverly. Sinks the triple.
Strong three-point shooter throughout his career. Can't afford to allow Beverly much room from out there.
Now here's Bledsoe. On the wing, Batum. Covered by Beasley. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and that one is good. Bledsoe's got his second bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Minnesota shooting pretty grave so far, about 23%. And there's the pass to Reed. Shoots over Zubac. Can't hit that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And here's Kennard. Zubac kicks to Bledsoe. Outside, Batum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the length that Batum provides on the wing, Smitty, great for both sides of the ball.
It makes switching on picks so much easier, GA. Nicholas Batum has been a solid defender his whole career, in large part due to that unbelievable wingspan.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Mann's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Passes it to Noel. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Here's Bledsoe. 5 points in the game. Pass to Mann. Shoots from 12. That one wide left.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Beverly against Bledsoe. Here's Vanderbilt. Here's Beasley. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
1:07 left in the first. Bledsoe against Beverly. 6 to shoot. Here's Mann. Rebound, Minnesota. Beasley with a clean look. Fires for 3. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Zubac. Here's Mann. Gets to the corner and buries it. And the Clippers lead by 11.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Reed the pass to Noel. Shot clock at 6. And he makes that one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Now the pass to Kennard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've led by as many as 14 points. They've got Beasley, Patrick Beverley out there with Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. No good off the back of the rim. Timberwolves trail by 9. Beverley with the ball. Passes to Reid. Here's Noel. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. All right, Greg, you're a lefty. You're on the call tonight. Here we are courtside. Who do you think is the best left-handed player currently in the NBA?
Oh, it's the beard. James Harden, Kevin, no question. But Zion's going to be carrying that torch for us lefties going forward. I have no doubt he'll make us proud.
And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. Los Angeles leading by 7. Now Bledsoe. Here's Mann. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Shoots from 12. No good from Zubac.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's Noel. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Lets it go from 11. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Out to the wing. Here's Reid. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Mann. It's hauled in by Noel.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Here's Beasley. He's on target from 8 feet out. 9 points for Malik Beasley.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Mann passes to Bledsoe. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Stolen by Zubac. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Beverley. Just 5 on the clock. Fader on the way. Not going to go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And if it wasn't there, each guy was willing to make the extra pass. Trust in his teammates.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And then for the Clippers, Leonard, he's checked in for Kennard. Paul George comes in for Mann. And it's Jackson in for Eric Bledsoe. Defended by Towns. Pass to Leonard. Here's George. Back to Leonard. From deep three-point range, they get the rebound. Second chance shot. Jump shot is good that time. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Here's Russell. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Jackson deciding where to go with it. 13 feet away. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Jackson. Leonard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far.
Reggie Jackson can still provide scoring. Maybe not at the 19 points per game level he once did, but he can still make an impact.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Jackson after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Leonard finds Jackson. Over Russell. Jackson misses. And Reggie Jackson, Steve, as you said, not the big scorer he once was.
He's got a reduced role, Kevin, on this team right now, but he can still get you a bucket when needed. Credit to Reggie Jackson for staying ready at all times.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Russell with a 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
And sensing the situation, Russell with the stop and pop. Nice choice.
Russell against Jackson. There's the dish to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Minnesota now, after the basket by Los Angeles. There's Russell with the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Russell's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. The three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Outside, George from downtown. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Los Angeles. Timberwolves trail by 8. And here's Russell. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Now, here is Russell. Prince outside. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Clippers leading by 5. Leonard attacking, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Edwards. Excellent D there from George. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Jackson passes to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Russell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Towns down low, working on Ibaka. And it's Towns missing. Los Angeles has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Jackson dishes to George. Bank shot, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Batum's checked in. Now here's Edwards. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Okogie, the pass to Edwards. Here's Russell with the 3. Batum grabs the miss.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Pass to Jackson. Dishes it to George. And then George with the jam.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Now here's Prince. He's coming off a 16-point game against Orlando. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Russell.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants, keeps the ball moving.
The pass to Leonard. The 3. That one doesn't drop. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Passes it to Okogie. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. The shot by George, wide open. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
They get it again, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
George with the bucket.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 9-point game. Minnesota calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Beasley's checked in.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Jackson against Beasley. Leonard on the wing. There's the triple. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
There's the response. Kawhi rarely changes expression, but you know what he's thinking. I got your back.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Pass to Okogie. Batum with the steal. Stops. Pops. Rebound by Okogie. Okogie's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Count it. Good. George has got 11 points.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
1:49 left in the second quarter. Russell with it. He's got 13. Going inside. Banked in off the glass. He's got 15.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
Leonard looking around. Pass to Batum. Back to George. The 17-footer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Russell. 1:02 left in the first half. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 5 assists tonight. Clippers leading by 4. Outside Jackson. Batum for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Beasley's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Russell in the corner. Buries it from 3-point range.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Now here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. And Ibaka kicks to Batum. Back to Ibaka. Over Beasley. Almost, but it rolls out. Minnesota shooting it quite well. 52% from the field in the second quarter. Towns wide open. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Lets a floater go.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Coach Ty Lue. Coach, how do you get control of this game in the second half?
I think we just got to do a better job rebounding the basketball and taking care of the basketball. We have some shots that we maybe didn't. We just got to get back in transition.
And building that wall will help you, Coach, I know. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. For Minnesota, the first quarter was not an easy one. As hard as they tried to compete, they just could not keep pace early and ended the period facing a deficit of 9 points. They got on a more positive track in the second quarter, coming together offensively and getting enough stops to come from behind and grab a 2-point lead at the half. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
They put a big effort in the rebounding battle, working to corral every miss. That's the hustle you love to see. If they can maintain this approach, it'll give them the edge in other areas of the game.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Defensively, they got to do a better job of staying connected to the shooters. They're getting lit up from beyond the arc. Better to crowd those guys, force them to put the ball on the floor and make a play.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here is Los Angeles now. trailing by 2. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Morris at 4 with Ibaka at the 5. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Five on the clock. There's the pass to Okogie. Doesn't go for him. AT that time from Leonard. Kicks it to Ibaka. Passes it to George. Sinks the three-pointer. Now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
Pass to Towns. And the rejection by Ibaka. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
.90 seconds now into the second half. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Okogie.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Towns against Jackson. Outside Leonard. Here's Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Ibaka's got 8.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Here is Russell. He's got 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And Russell, a player known for his offense, but Greg, he's put in work to improve his play on defense as well.
Yeah, you know, Russell was known for his lack of defense there for a while, but he's been trying to improve that part of his game. It's a long road, but I tell you what, he is definitely taking steps.
Now, here is Russell. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
LA's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Outside Leonard. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
Pass to Prince. Outside Edwards. Now Prince. Outside Edwards. Towns trying to get open. And it's Towns on the follow.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Jackson against Russell. Ibaka outside. The fadeaway. The shot will not fall. And Minnesota now the other way.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days, but they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games, playoffs too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Minnesota calls timeout. Paul George really making a difference here.
Good decision to regather. Talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Towns. Vanderbilt comes in for Josh Okogie. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Patrick Beverly in for D'Angelo Russell. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Mann comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Jackson. Here's Mann. It's Bledsoe on the wing. And again, it's the Clippers from deep. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And here's Reid following the 3 from Eric Bledsoe. Prince misses. Here's Mann. He dishes it to Bledsoe. To the inside, Zubac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option. Well, with Zubac on the floor, you know what you'll get. Gives great effort when he's engaged.
Also, the plus is, GA, he does a good job of rim running. He also dives well off pick and rolls, and combined with his offensive rebounding, gives you some size in the middle.
And both free throws good for Zubac. Timberwolves trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Zubac. Bledsoe right side. Launches a 3. Mann can't hit. Minnesota shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Reid the pass to Beverly. He kicks to Prince. Makes it off the glass. Prince has got 5 now.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Bledsoe looking it over. Down low. Tries it from 9. That's tipped. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel. Prince the pass to Beverly. Reid with it. Unloads from 13. Kennard with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Los Angeles, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. And so he hits both. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Noel. And the pass to Reid. Now Beasley. Outside Prince. 2 points. That one goes. He has 7.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Bledsoe outside. Guarded by Prince. Shot clock at 5. Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by Noel.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Clippers leading by 6. Over to the left wing. Man gets the bucket.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
And Beasley has the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. From outside the arc. And it's Beasley again missing. LA has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Shots good by Kennard.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Noel. Now here's Beverly. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Beverly's got 5 points so far.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Beverly against Bledsoe. Passes it to Kennard. Takes a 3. Here's Zubats. And he banks in the layup. Zubats has got 4 points in the quarter.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Edwards has come in for Patrick Beverly. The Clippers also making some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Batum in for Terrence Mann. Edwards finds Prince. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And here's Beasley. Pass to Reed. And here's Prince outside. They get it back. Reed misses.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Luke Kennard signing a 4-year deal at the end of 2020. Steve, this team feels he can be a big part of their future.
Yeah, a lot of people were surprised at the size of the contract, Kevin, but it shows how much the three-pointer is valued in the NBA. The Clippers saw he provides a much-needed aspect.
And he makes the first.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. So he gets them both.
The sharpshooter Kennard is valuable. A guy who stretches the floor and works very hard.
To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Here's Bledsoe, and Bledsoe with the stuff.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Here's Reed, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
Kennard against Edwards. Kennard kicks to Bledsoe. Back to Kennard. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Towns with the steal. Here's Noel. Defended by Batum. Into the lane. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Noel.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Now here's Bledsoe. 12 points for him. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Lays it up and banks it in. Zubac has got 10 points.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Towns against Batum. Pass to Noel. Beasley with it. 6 on the shot clock. Let's go. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. Los Angeles leading by 8. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Okogie's checked in for the Timberwolves. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Noel. And then for the Clippers, Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubac, while George comes in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. 40 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Russell finds Towns. Here's Okogie. And a miss there on the triple.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Lobs it up for Ibaka. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Russell. 20 points for him. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The pass to Edwards. Shoots over Leonard. That one rolling around and rims out. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Towns. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers on defense. Beasley outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Okogie. Batum gets a hand on it.
Since halftime, he has just been in a funk offensively.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Jackson against Russell. Leonard with the ball. In the corner, George with it, and it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Here's Leonard. Outside, Batum. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 13-point game. Towns for 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Batum, good.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Here's Okogie following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Kicks to Edwards. The dish now to Russell. Clock at 6. Back to Edwards. For 3, Okogie. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Outside, George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The drive by Russell. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. That'll be a 5-second call.
That's just his first turnover of the night. What a steady, efficient game he's played thus far.
Here's Russell. Passes it to Beasley. Outside, Edwards. They need this. Another miss by Minnesota. Clippers leading by 18. And George kicks to Leonard. For the 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got assist number 5 here tonight.
As we know, there's no magic way to defend Kawhi Leonard. You just do the best you can each time down the floor.
Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Russell dishes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
And if you don't, they keep finding the matchup every time up the floor.
Leonard draws the double. Here's Jackson, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Timberwolves trail by 21. Outside, Russell. He kicks it to Towns. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
First one falls for him.
And Towns, not known for his rim protection, but he's improved in that area recently, challenging and changing more shots.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Towns drops them both. And with Towns, Greg, you knew he had the potential for rim defense, and it became a focus for him.
Yeah, and a lot of defense is putting in the effort. Credit Towns for improving in that area, and we'll see if he can take another step defensively.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Leonard. And the rejection by Towns.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker.
Another miss by Minnesota. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Jackson against Russell. Outside Jackson to the middle and stolen by Russell. Teardrop shot, and it's laid in by Edwards.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Now here's Jackson. Dishes to George. And Marcus Morris with the three. And the Clippers lead by 20.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Pass to Prince. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot from 12. Okogie misses.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
And that one's good, George.
The versatility of George, a terrific jump shooter off the catch and off the bounce.
Outside Russell. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Here's Leonard following the three by Minnesota. In the corner, George with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his second foul of the game. Timberwolves trail by 21. Outside Russell. It's stolen by Ibaka.
This is, and I think his coach would agree, unacceptable. One turnover in the first half, now multiple turnovers since the break. Too much.
It's George on the wing. Edwards defending. And he lays it straight in.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
Russell passes to Okogie. Leonard against Prince. Outside Russell. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. The shot by George, no good. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Prince's shot is good.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taken advantage of what the defense allows.
Jackson in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Inside, it's stolen by Ibaka. Leonard against Prince. And stolen by Prince. Jackson against Russell. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
Here's Jackson after the basket by Minnesota. Outside Leonard, all sorts of time, and it's the Clippers scoring again. The Timberwolves shooting not great, 40% for the game. Russell against Jackson. To the inside, Prince. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night, 5 for 10 shooting.
Doing a great job of making himself big in the paint. Taurean Prince makes a tough shot over the contested hand.
Russell against Jackson. From about 19 feet. That one a little long. Timberwolves have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Outside, Russell. Down low. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Jackson against Russell. Jackson kicks to Leonard. To the left side wing. Off target from three-point range.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Okogie, the pass to Towns. Out to Russell. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jackson against Edwards. And here's George for 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And Minnesota has possession. Outside Edwards. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And for the teams who are rebuilding, Smitty, it seems stacking draft picks is often the best approach. Pick swaps, protections. It can make your head spin.
It can, Kevin. I think for the younger guys, it comes down to a couple things. Player development and the culture you breed. That's usually the difference between success and failure.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Winslow's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Minnesota's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Driving the lane. Offensive rebound. The Clippers shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Serge Ibaka.
I'll tell you, his shot blocking made a big impact. Whether it was on the ball or rotating over to help, he provided the intimidation factor this defense needed.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. 5 on the clock. From deep, Johnson. That shot off, and Minnesota will come the other way. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Layman pass to McDaniels. And Winslow pulls it down. Johnson in the corner. Here's McLaughlin. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.